Hi guys. Hi guys. Welcome. I'm just trying something new. So this is a book review of Absolute Green Lantern. I just want to send a notification to my other channels. Please bear with me. Please bear with my background noise. Please. It's kids. It is a kid-friendly show. I'm still getting used to everything, so no stress. Apologies again. I can't even promise that it will get better. Mm, mhm. Let's see. How do I even go to my channel? Oh, not even that. Huh? Yes. Uh, Green Lantern. I should actually do all these things early on. Mm, I guess it's volume one. Uh, mm,
Can I eat them? I want to eat them. Oh, it's dog food. I still want to eat it. That's our dog is starving.
mm,
It's
mm.
dying. It's dead.
Something new.
Oh,
www.twitch.tv. Bhuvendra.
I can see Jimbo.
I was writing on my Facebook channel group. I think that's okay.
What if you
Oh wow, it actually does go there.
jokes on you? I'm gonna go.
Does it even go? It's gone to like a StarCraft channel. Let me try to add my actual channel. Mm-mm-mm. Is it live? I hope it's live. If using the web, I need to edit this. Oh, why is it upside down? Probably need to fix that. Let's see, how do I fix that? Let's see. I think I can fix this. The way to fix it is not here.
Oh, guys, I go love
So
guys.
you need to see what I'm seeing. So the way to do that is some technical stuff. Configure video. Oh, damn. Close, close, close. Don't configure the video.
Wait.
Are we going? Is that working? Yeah, I think it is. Yay. Yeah. Okay, guys. Oh, now there's a fly. Okay, let me get my glasses. Apologies for the sound. Okay, so basically, this is Absolute Green Lantern. I've been uh, reading Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, and Absolute Wonder Woman. Almost said Absolute Spider-Man. So this one I picked up. I wasn't really clued up on the Absolute Green Lantern, so I picked this up from Smallville Comics, and I thought I'd just give it a shot. So this is my review. It's just my opinion. Um, and there will be spoilers before I start. So if you're watching and you're gonna read this book, be warned, there's gonna be spoilers. And it's just gonna be my opinion, and I'm gonna go through most of the book right to the end. What's nice about graphic novels is that you're gonna be able to read like one story arc immediately without waiting for the issues to come out. But obviously, it comes out much later than the actual comic books. But yeah, that's a advantage of a trade paperback. You get like as many issues as possible. So this one is, let me see if it tells you where which issues it collects. So this volume 1 collects issues 1 to 6. So there's 6 comic books in here, issue 1 to 6, and let's get into it. So firstly, it starts off with some known characters. I hope you guys can see. Very cool art. So if you like comic art, this is like really cool. I think this is the first cover. Um, I wonder why my screen is not flipped. Let me try to flip it. Then it's gonna look weird. I'm moving left to right. Just give me a moment. Let me see if I can flip this as well vertically. Yeah, flip horizontally. I'd like. Oh, let me just double check. Sometimes on the stream. Mm-mm-mm.
Not you.
Excuse the people in the background. It's just one of those things of using the same room as the other people. Okay, it does look. Let me see if I can flip it. Wait, 1 second, guys. I promise you, when I fixed all of this, it's gonna be so much more easier once I have everything set up. Apologies, guys. You guys are the you guys are the guinea pigs. Hey, let's go with properties. Let's go with filters. Yeah, filters. Oh, damn, that's interesting. Scaling aspect ratio, maybe these ones. Add, let's see, white cubic resolution. That resolution should be much better now. Whoopsie. Resolution doesn't look. Oh, it looks kind of better. Just let's go.
I can kick you out.
Does that work? Yeah.
But I'm not allowed to join any of your private servers. Yeah.
Okay, so that should be better, I think. I hope. I'm trying to actually flip it around.
And that's why your private server is available.
Interesting, interesting. I wonder what happens now. Yeah, I hope it's kind of okay. Let me double check. Sorry about this, guys. Yeah.
No, don't leave. Don't leave. I'm in
Does
the
that look
game.
cooler? Don't worry about the kid. This is interesting. It does look better if it's closer, but I don't like it. Let's do none there.
I'll have the mission card.
Does that work? Oh, damn. Control Z, Control C. Oh no, everything's going weird. Everything is getting weird.
I don't have permission to join. Oh.
Fit to screen. Yay! It's fitting to screen again. Nice. Okay, we're getting better. Getting better, guys. That should be better. I think I like it. Okay, now we gotta flip the image. Let's go to add filter. Crop. Image, mask, blend. Let's try image. Nope. Not image mask. Try crop. No, not crop. Crop doesn't work. Let's add color correction. I guess we can keep this a bit. Might be better. And then, they should really give a course on this. It probably is. Scaling. I think we did scaling, right? Scaling we did. Scroll. Vertical speed, limit height, width. Okay, we don't want that. Render delay, color delay. Oh, there's more stuff. Limiter, noise gate, sharpen. Crop. Okay. I am going to just quickly Google it. I'm just gonna ask AI. The easiest. How do I? How do I split? How do I flip vertically, horizontally? My image, my video input image. Okay. Transform, okay. It's as easy as that. Right click, transform, flip. Yay! Okay, guys, we got it. Again, excuse me for the background noise. I am sharing a gaming room with the kid and her friends. They're very loud. But this is the review. This is really going to start now. A lot of spoilers are going to come up. I guess I should put my speech chat on as well. I can maybe get some chat as well. You're welcome to ask any questions, of course, obviously. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so let's go. We're starting right now. Okay. Okay, this is the Absolute Green Lantern. I picked it up from Smallville Comics, and I'm gonna start. There's gonna be a lot of spoilers. This is volume 1, so it collects issues 1 up to 6, which is kind of like the beginning of the story of Absolute Green Lantern. It has characters that you will be very familiar with, but they've been rewritten, so they're going to be like very different to what you remember. I do think they do sometimes do like an Elseworld, like a different character, but this one is like an absolutely different universe. Absolute. So we start here with Hal Jordan, and he seems to be distressed. And there's this thing that's happening to him. It starts saying, Hal Jordan, you must be without fear. And then you immediately think, oh, it's the lantern ring, the Green Lanterns specifically. The brightest day, darkest night powers. And then it starts off. This is just the first page. Without fear, be without fear. And then he's just walking in the desert, the American desert. And then he gets stopped by the police, and then there is something that happens, and he doesn't want to remove his hand from his pocket, and then boom, something bad happens. We don't really see exactly what it is, but the police officer is no longer there. Okay, so then it switches up to like different locations, and then we find out something bad has happened in this town. Basically, there's like a massive Green Lantern thing that's crashed into this town, and now they're reporting to the world what is happening. I like this little sign here on the bottom. It says the end is coming. Have you been saved? Which is like very preemptive of what you're gonna see. So now there's a report coming in, and maybe the one thing what I didn't like and which was a bit confusing, and I probably can tell you maybe from my side why it was confusing for myself. They move back and forth in the storyline, as well as they move between different characters very rapidly, but they do it in such a weird way that it's actually slow. It slows down the story. Um, that's my wife in the background, guys. And then they're trying to explain what's happening in the story, but also it like is a bit confusing. So for me, because I was reading the book over a 2 week period, I may have like lost the continuation and the momentum. So the cadence wasn't that great for me. So maybe if I read it again, it's going to be much more enjoyable. But it does start off quite slow. Here it's nice. You see these three guys. That's Hal Jordan. This one is what's her name? Joe, and then obviously that's John Stewart. And you'll see the rest of the characters a little bit later. But this is quite a cool and violent scene as well. So now they're just sitting there in this town, and they're talking about stuff and some personal stuff. And these bikers pull in, and suddenly they hear like a massive crash, right? And there's this violent thing that happens. Guys like face like just destroyed and disintegrates. His whole body is Harley Davidson disintegrates. Um, and what has happened is um, a green shield has appeared over the town. So it's very sci-fi. And then they go and they try to figure out what's going on, and then they figure out there's a shield enclosing the entire town. And these bikers, like one of them slams into it by accident, maybe, I don't know. And then they find this thing in the sky, which is a Green Lantern ship. Okay, and then drum roll, da da da. Abin Seer appears. This is Abin Seer, and it becomes a very menacing figure all of a sudden compared to what we're used to as one of the guardians and a friendly figure. And then uh, there's this back and forth movement that's happening in the story. So we see Hal Jordan. He's distressed, and then he's trying to recap the story from the beginning. And here we see he has this black hand. We don't know what's happening. He's in a diner at the moment, trying to recall what's happened when they first see Abin Seer, and then boom, the entire diner is dead. They try to attack him, obviously, when they see what's happening, but he destroys the entire diner. Like everyone's dead. And then there's somebody else appears in the end, calling out to Hal Jordan, and it is the other, let's say, person, uh, Joe, that's her name, and yeah, and then she is green, so she must be the Green Lantern, the Sojourner Mullion, and they call her Joe for short. And they tell her, so this is issue 2, I think. You exist at the green level of light, and then she's trying to figure out what's going on here. And then when she meets Hal Jordan, there's already a disaster at the diner, and then they go back. It's like a flashback to when Abin Seer appears, and this guy is Guy Gardner. He's the sheriff of this town, and then he's trying to like calm the situation down, de-escalate it. very uncharacteristic of the Guy Gardner that I have read. Uh, and Eben Series keeps saying, "I have understanding. Judgment will come. There's going to be judgment on everyone, and it's starting now. Please be without fear." And then things start happening, and people don't know. And this Guy Gardner, he's trying to de-escalate, and then things escalate obviously, and then something bad happens again. Yep, and there's green light, and there's like things, and then Guy Gardner is gone. So they're just remembering all these things. It's flashback. It's a bit slow. They're trying to piece together all the information. Oh my god! Excuse me for the background. I really need to get a different one. Oh, calm down, brother. Okay. And then they're trying to figure out what's going on, and we'll skip some of this. John Stewart, he figures out that the green barrier has a weakness. Anything that looks golden, it can uh, transport itself beyond the barrier. So here he gets a gold colored ring, and he throws it across, and it goes through the barrier. So he figures out there must be a way to actually get past the barrier. Okay, now it's beginning to escalate with Joe and Hal. This green light and this black light are influencing them in a way, and they start fighting. Um, yeah, there's a battle, and now the story starts picking up a bit. So then they start fighting. There's more that's being revealed about this green light source and this alien that's appeared. Everyone is scared. Abensir appears and he disappears, and he tells people they're under judgment. So everything is like kind of weird. Again, it ties back to the sign. The end is coming. So what's going on? What is the end? They find this Funko Pop or Funzo figure. That's what they call it, and it's painted gold. And they try it again, and it passes through the green barrier. So they're trying to figure out a plan. Um, so anyway, Abensir appears. He's like, "Okay, you guys are figuring out stuff," and then John disappears. He's gone. And Abensir says, "John Stewart has been judged." And then everyone goes ballistic. They try shooting Abensir. Abensir defends himself, and then poof, he vanishes. Okay, so then now they have some sort of plan. We're already now in episode 3 or issue 3. I guess, well, I have read the book, but they are going to confront Abensir. And here's something else. There's a warning in the beginning of the book, and inside the circle is a single black star. Be the black star hell. And this is a nice cover of what's going to happen. Okay, so the battle continues. It's like a 2-issue battle that's happening between Joe and Hal Jordan. We're going to skip over ahead. They confront Abensir. They craft bullets out of gold, not gold, but gold paint. Anything that looks gold, that's kind of what can defeat this green light. There's a confrontation essentially, and again, they use this flashback methodology where they try to figure out what has happened, try to make sense of everything. So Joe touches Abensir, but she's wearing a wedding ring, which is made out of gold, pure gold, and that hurts him. So I think he's dead. And what happens is his spaceship, the Green Lantern spaceship, it falls out of the sky, and it's huge, and it falls into the middle of the town, and then everything is Yeah, it's messed up. Okay, now enter a guy called Hector Hammond. And then we move to episode 4. So now the barrier is down. There's this external force coming in. We're not sure what they want. The battle between Joe and Hal Jordan continues in the desert. They're trying to figure out their powers. Abensir is now gone, dead, presumably. And this guy, Hammond, he's got his crew of people trying to do something. We're not sure just yet. Okay. So they also go back to when they confront Abensir and what happened. Uh, and I think Hal is the one that kills Abensir. We assume he kills. So Abensir here is melting away. Uh, and this gun that Hal has is incorporated into his physical form, and he has a black hand, which is cool but also very scary. Okay, so they continue with the fight. There's a lot of things going on. Hammond is recording the data, he's figuring out stuff. They're trying to um, take this Green Lantern ship technology, the whole thing, but it's all locked down. And then suddenly somebody is calling out to them, Sojourner Mullion, which is Joe, and they're calling out to her, Sojourner Mullion, Hal Jordan, and guess who it is? It's Hal Jordan. He's appeared. He's a yellow lantern. And he says, be without fear, and he's going to try to explain what's happening. So issue 5, basically, well, now it starts with this person, Agent Chase, which is again very confusing, like the flow and the amount of disruption and back and forth. It was like a little bit distracting for me. So maybe if I read it again, I'll be more comfortable with it. But like this thing is something that kind of disrupts the flow of the story for me. But on the other hand, it does make it a lot interesting. Okay, so this agent appears. Maybe there's something else I must mention, or maybe I won't mention it. Yeah, let me not mention it right now. We'll get to the end, and that can be a little bit of a surprise and a little bit of a spoiler. So we see this agent. She's been called in. She's been said, well, we're going to reassign you. There's something happening. We don't want you to think about what's happening in that town. There's stuff going on, but yeah, don't worry about it. So this is a boss, and then I like this panel, this page. Immediately you start like differentiating the lights. So that's the black lanterns, the red lanterns, the green lanterns, and the yellow lanterns. And what John Stewart comes back to tell the guys is that, listen, there's these different light sources and energies, and they kind of allocated to people who are responsible for these different lights. And some people think some lights are better and some lights are not that great. And some people have aligned themselves to what the lights are supposed to do, like build weapons or guard people or whatever it is. I'm not 200% sure what he was saying. But he's trying to explain the best he can with the knowledge that he's just been exposed to. And then there's a conversation with everyone. And then um, John Stewart talks about this black star that's coming. Something bad is on its way. And he's trying to warn them. He's trying to say it's very difficult to explain, but there's something coming, and you guys better get your stuff together. And then what happens is Joe and Hal try to do something, uh, and they try to get rid of this black light, and then I think it disappears. It like just leaves him. But Hammond goes and he collects the stuff. And I think Hal is okay right now. They take him away. And then basically, there is something that's happening here. So I just want to check something. So what I missed was there's a point where they confront Abunsia and they're killing him and he dies. But before he dies, he tells them, listen, um, no one, I haven't really killed anyone. I haven't killed anyone. They're all alive. The only people that's died is the guy on the motorcycle, and somebody shot at me, and there was a ricochet, and that killed somebody in the crowd. But I have not killed anyone. They're all in the ship or on the light or somewhere, but they're all alive. They're being judged because I wanted to give them some powers. That's what he was trying to tell them. Okay, we move back to this character, this agent, and she's trying to figure out what's going on. Gets a knock on the door, and it's her ex-partner, Joe. Joe is her was married to her previously, so that's the person whose ring helped destroy Abansir. Anyway, that's where the story kind of stops. So it's like a very basic understanding. There's some very cool artwork and things that happens here. It's very nice. You're probably only going to get this in the trade paperback. Um, so overall, it's a decent enough story. It starts slow. It's a bit just disjoint, and I guess that's aligned to the confusion and the panic that's happening when an alien comes to your world for the first time, and then there's just total chaos. You don't know what's happening. You don't know if you're living in the future or the past or anything like that, which is a lot of fun. Um, there's a lot of very sci-fi things that are happening here. I like it. It's a little bit more intelligent. Um, an intelligent story they're trying to figure out, like in a detective sort of way. It is slow. Um, the the pace is a bit disjoint, so that might not be for everyone. But overall, it's going to be an essential read. I think later on in the Absolute Universe, when everything comes together, things are going to be start making sense, and then the villains and the heroes are going to get defined. So I like this book. Let's see where it's going. It's not one of my best reads. I think, relatively speaking, Absolute Batman is going to be the best so far for me, and then Absolute Wonder Woman is going to be the next best for me. So if you haven't read Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, I suggest you pick those ones up and read those ones first. You're going to be much more excited. We'll see where this goes. Um, Please let me know in the comments if you want me to give a review of anything else, or if you have any suggestions for me. Be happy with that. You guys are always welcome to leave some comments, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Puvinthern said thanks for watching my review, smiley face.
Okay, wait, let me save the outfit.
Cheers, guys.